Hey, 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 y'all. I'm here. Woohoo. Yay. Switching over to the live chat. Hey, fuck you. Hey, Patrick. Happy October 16th. Oh, my goodness. I mean, we're halfway through October, and I feel like if we're due some kind of epic October surprise, we we're gonna get a humdinger of a surprise because there's been so many surprises already. Seriously. Um, every day I'm just like, what's next? What's next? What hellish thing is coming down on us now? Oh my goodness. Hey Goog, hey Skeeter. Good to see y'all in the chat. Good to see the family here. Always good to see y'all. I'm here with my Marfa lights and my UFO, whatever you want to call them, UAPs and my glasses. Some sad news I want to let y'all know. I will not be getting no contact lenses for another few weeks because I had to pay a lot more for some bicycle repairs than I was expecting. So apologies for the Marfa lights, the UAPs, the UFOs, whatever you want to call them in my glasses. I will be getting some contacts at some point in the future, just not like in the next couple weeks. Just want to let y'all know. But on the positive side, and this is just a personal thing that I want to share with y'all because y'all are my family. I recognized and realized suddenly this evening that all of the shot glasses that I own was purchased in October. And I know this because they're from like souvenir kind of places. And you remember when you went to like a trip thing. So yeah, all of my shot glasses are October. So we're in October. There's a special October surprise that I didn't expect and you didn't expect, but it happened. All of my shot glasses that I own were purchased in the month of October. Woo! So that's some happy news. The rest of it, yeah, it's all crap. Anyway, welcome to the show, y'all. We got Prance in the house. Good to see you. All right. Well, y'all know what we do, but I'm going to explain it again for anybody who might be a looky loo or who might watch it later in the future, which happens occasionally. Um, I'm the OraCola. I'm RC Cola. I'm coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas here on October 16th, 2024. And I'm going to be reading the oracles for y'all, channeling the messages from the universe and spilling tea and just, having a good time with y'all. This is what I do. I come here to have a good time with y'all, and occasionally you might get some insight that you had not expected. Just like I didn't know that I got on my shot glasses in October till I actually thought about it. Sometimes it's right in front of your face for years and you don't even fucking see it. Anyway, yeah, I'm here to channel that shit and you're here to just enjoy it and have fun. And if you don't want to ask a question, that's fine. But if you do, put it in all caps in the chat. You got to log into Google to get in the Google. I know it's a whole thing. Log into your Google, get in the chat. Make sure you select the live chat at the top of the box, not the top chat, because some people get censored from the live chat, the top chat, and you need to be in the live chat because that's we're all in the live chat. Anyway, put your question in all caps, and then I will spin the wheel of fortunes. It has many fortunes. There it is, the wheel of fortunes, and I'll spin this, and then we'll get a oracle, and I'll read the oracle, and we'll laugh and have a good time. Does that sound good? All right. That's what I do. All right. Woo-hoo-hoo. We already got a question. So I guess that means I need to get into the show. Before I start the show, I always do a ritual. Now, if you want to do a ritual, then that's fine. And it don't have to be the same one that I do, but this is what I like to do. And oh yeah, before I forget, I wanted to add a second little thing. I might not do this every show, but I feel like I have not been documenting the actual show and I need to. So hold up. I'm going to take a little show selfie. I'm going to be like, hold up. Hold up. Spin it around. There we go. Show selfie. Oh no, that's the thing I did earlier. Shit. Come here. Back. There we go. Boop. Yeah, that works. I'm okay with that one. It's ugly, but it's true. Yeah, there I am. Let me try it again. Let me see if I can get myself and myself. Oh yeah, I can. Hey. Perfect. That's how that one came out. Ooh. And there's this light in the middle. All right, well, let me get to the ritual. Okay. Got to wet my whistle. Hey, Apollo. You're awake now. You was sleeping earlier. He might need to wet his whistle too. Oh no, he's moving toward the water bowl. Y'all, he's moving. I think he might be drinking. Hold up, hold up. He's drinking! Score! You know, that's always a sign of a good show when Apollo does a drink. Go ahead, keep on drinking, buddy. Cheers to that. Okay. Back to the ritual. Apollo's drinking water. I'm going to burn some sacred wood. Make sure that this wood gets nice and hot on the tip and emits this lovely white smoke around us, bathing us in its aroma and also its protection. Love it. Love it. Okay. And then we got our bell. We're going to ring the bell for the universe. Let them know we're here. And also just to get rid of any negative vibes. You know, negative vibes can't exist when there's a cute little bell ringing. It don't work that way. Y'all don't believe me, but it's true. Get some wind chimes, bitches. All right. Next up, we have our pathogen wand. And, you know, we're getting into the cold and flu season and all the man-made virus season, which is all the time. And we're just going to wave this over us. And I know I told y'all that I heard blue light was bad, but I'm going to keep using this thing till the battery runs out. That's just how it's going to go. And this is going to get rid of that shit. And then, we got our beauty wand. Beauty wand, making me so not beautiful. 'Cause look at this red light on my face. It ain't attractive, but I use it anyway. Maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I'm up to 2 or 3 times a week, y'all. I'm proud of myself. I stare at it a lot longer than 2 or 3 times a week, but you know, it takes me a lot of effort to do it. So there's that. That's the beauty wand. Next up, we got our Prospera spray. This is for prosperity. Oh, yeah. I smell like a hippie. Yeah. I love it. I love that patchouli. I love that shit. I spray it on me sometimes just for fun. Not because I want to be prosperous, but because I want to have prosperous, odoriferous satisfaction. I'll put it that way. And then we got our Florida water chakra anointment. It's the final thing I do. I don't know what the final thing you do is, but it's time to wrap it up. We're going to anoint the chakras all the way down to the root. Oh, yeah. And then back on up. Woo! So they're nice and spinny and lubricated. Okay, excellent. Well, I will get to the questions because we already got questions. Woo! The surprise is Tim Waltz is a kitty diddler. Allegedly. Now, I don't know if there's like any firm, hard proof yet, but I have heard this rumor. And it's very unfortunate if it's true, not because I like Tim Waltz, but because somebody got diddled. Some little kid got diddled, or some young teenager got diddled. You have sexual feelings as a teenager, but you were not mature enough to make wise decisions, especially if someone older than you might be grooming you in some kind of way. And it happens all the time. It's a tale as old as time. So, yeah, if that turns out to be any part of it true, it's so sad. So sad. Not for Tim. No. For the kid. For the kid. Woo! Yeah. That was a good one to get on. That was a good way to start off the show. All right, to the question. Is it dangerous to drink vodka from uranium glass? Probably so, but there's so much dangerous that we do all the time. Which one's going to kill us? We don't know. It's kind of up to the universe. All right, here we go. Vodka and uranium. Oh, the pornicle. Well, it's good because the pornicle, at least, if you're feeling like doom and gloom about your situation, the pornicle is going to perk you up. So, in order for us to do a pornicle properly, we got to random number generator some shit. Now, I don't know if this is random or not because it's up to Google, and they cheat. They cheat. Random number generator. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Back up. There we go. So there's 755 pages in the pornicle. We're going to generate a number. Page 117. This is going to be some old ass shit. It's going to be old. 117 in the pornicle. 117. Ooh. How far back? No. Oh, close. Okay, not too far back. So this is basically, I'm guessing some kind of like orgy, some kind of like fun little orgy. It's a Priapus, which is a god with a big old dick, and some maidens and some other people out in the woods. And, there's the kingdom back there. So, they're taking a break from the castle, from the court intrigue. And if they discover some uranium while they're out there, it could be detrimental. But probably the whole thing is, if you're going to be like fucking in the woods outside the castle, you're involved in some radioactive shit. You don't get into them circles unless you kill a few babies. So, you're probably not going to have some good outcome in the whole scheme of things. I mean, this lifetime, you might get away with it, but you're going to pay for it next one. And the one after that, and the one after that. So, I wouldn't do it if I was you, but it looks like a good time while it's happening. I don't know. Depends on your morals. All right. Patrick has a question. Guidance dealing with upcoming not fun medical exams. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know what they are. I hope they turn out well. Oh, spin again. Okay, so think real hard about it and try not to be anxious. Ready? All right, one more time. Book of Revelation. Oh, we got to get that whole thing going again. This time we got to get a number between 1 and 22. Ah, 20. Okay, so in the book of Revelation, the King James Version of the Holy Bible, there are 14 verses in chapter 20. So we're going to type in 14. No. 14. And then generate 6. Chapter 20, verse 6. We're going to find this one and read it out loud. Chapter 20, verse 6. And if you got it in your like little thing, don't say it yet. Just wait a second. Give me a minute. 20. This page does not want to separate. Okay. 20 verse 6. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power, but they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. I think it's going to go well. You just have to think, look, I got to be on the council with Jesus. Like, I got shit to do. So we're just going to get through this, and it's going to be fine. And you don't need to worry about it. Don't need to worry about it. Just focus. Focus and start planning the next thing. Oh, you're welcome. I hope it goes well. Okay. Well, it is 9:18, and we got a couple of questions. We got the ritual in. We got a whole lot of stuff rolling. And if y'all want to keep the ball rolling, you know what y'all got to do. You got to like type your questions in, or here's a thought. Here's a thought. Contact a friend that you know is just like doing some bullshit. Invite them to watch the live stream with you. Tell them they can get their questions answered from the universe. I'm here. I'm here for them. I'm here for y'all. And if you share it with your friends and they might come on and might have a good time and come back next week, and then it's a whole thing. You know, it's a community. It's a family. So yeah, tell your friends. You got some friends at home? Tell them to check it out. Check it out. May I go to the restroom? What? Of course you can. You're an autonomous being. I don't think you need to ask me, but whatever. Oh, spin again. Oh my goodness. Litorical. Well, this one's going to be fun. It was almost OraCola's choice. If you really got to go, just go. I give you my permission. You don't got to wait for me to shuffle. But if you're just going to be like one of them little weirdos that waits, I'll shuffle. All right, this is going to be a literary reference for the piss journey or the poop journey. I don't know what kind of journey you're doing. Maybe it's just going to Papa Zit. I don't know. Here we go. It is, yes, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You definitely should. Just go. And you'll have a fun adventure at some point, but if you stick around, you might not like get to the fun part. So yeah, go Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. you know. I don't want to be obvious about it, but this is a pretty obvious card. So just go. Just go. Let that chocolate river flow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. No, there's all kind of horrible things that befall you in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. In fact, if you actually broke it down, it's kind of a terror horror movie. Oh my God. My shawl is coming off here. Hold up. Hold up. There we go. It's a little better. Hopefully it'll stay. Yeah, if you look at the tortures that these kids go through in the actual book, it's a lot. It's not very nice. It's presented as kind of like matter of fact, and you kind of take it as being absurd. But actually, if you thought about it actually happening to kids, no matter how horrible the kids were, it's fucked up shit. Sorry, it is. Anyway, I don't care if somebody needs to leave to go to the bathroom. It don't bother me because I know very well that you take your phone on the toilet with you all the time because that's what people do now. They go to the toilet with their phone because they expect to be like entertained. And if you can like go and like watch on your phone while I'm streaming, this is like the miracle of technology. We should take advantage of this miracle while we have the chance. So yeah, you can go around, do shit. You can go outside, take a smoke break. You can go like ride in a car. I don't care what you do as long as you're tuned in. That's all I care about. Just don't drive and like watch me alone. Like don't do that. That's dangerous. Don't do that if you're riding a bike or whatever. Just like if you're actually able to sit and do it and you don't got no excuse, fucking do it. Just do it. uh, are we talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Waltz? Well, I mean, both kind of fit, right? We'll just see which one works out. I just read the cards. The universe sends the message. This is what I do. And I can't be apologizing for the universe when the universe tells something that might be true that's uncomfortable. Because the universe is going to spill it. Just the way it goes. Just the way it is. Deloo, deloo, deloo. That just came out. Some old ass shit there. All right. It is 9:23, y'all. I want some tea. Are y'all thirsty for some tea? Let's get some tea. I've been throwing things in here randomly. Oh, it's so dusty. It's disgusting. It's so disgusting. And I don't know what's gonna come out, but we'll see. Here we go. Oh, pick me's. This is so okay. I put this in here for a reason because I'm tired of all the new speak, and that's an Orwellian term, but basically the new slang for things that we already have perfectly good words for. And it's not that this is a making it better, honestly. We already have beautiful words like sycophant and ass kisser and parrot, all that shit. Yeah, so this is a new term basically for anybody who seems to be trying too hard to get the attention of one ideology or another. Somebody who just like goes on social media and does some kind of thing where they're like, rah, 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 trying to like glom onto this or that. And then they get called a pick me because they're trying to be like that kid in the class. It's like, hey, I got something to contribute to, like a pick me, pick me. That's my understanding of it. I could be wrong because I am old and I do remember the old ways. But this is just an example of so many things that have just been renamed, rebranded in the modern new way of saying it. It's silly. It's silly, and it don't add to the language. It don't make us sound smarter. It makes us sound stupider, to be honest. Why can't you say that person is an acolyte or a sycophant or a whatever, and when describing their whatever they're doing? Why do you got to say, oh, it's a pick me? But that's stupid. Why? Why would you do that? We have eloquent words to use. The English language is overloaded with words, so many words that we don't even use anymore. I think we need to go back and revisit some of them old ass words. They might be way better than the crap that's come up with like recently through the CIA and AI. The CIA AI. I should call it that from now on. It's the CIA AI for sure. We don't need this crap. We don't need to be dumbed down anymore. We got so many beautiful, wonderful words. I got dictionaries from like the 80s and the 90s, I think. Yeah. I picked up a couple at some thrift store because I believe they're trying to erase some shit. I want some actual physical evidence of things. So I got me a huge ass dictionary. It's got thousands and thousands and thousands of fucking words that nobody ever uses. ever. And they all describe shit that we're already renaming stupid crap. So let's go back. Let's try to re-educate ourselves. Let's start using them $5 words from the 1800s again. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many names. You got so many already good names for it. Prince. Will the rainbow people come after Josh Sider after his 5 months of trolling? Okay, so I know some might say this is a pick me here, right? Somebody who is trying to go way out of their way to prove a point to appease one side or the other. So this person, and I don't want to waste too much time on it because y'all can look it up. But this person was obviously a troll from the beginning. Like pretty much everybody caught on to the stick. Nobody was fooled. If anybody was fooled, well, they're But anyway, so he did this whole grift where he pretended to be a trans woman, but very masculine and not trying to like shave or nothing, not trying to be a thing, just like in the space. And then just after a few months, it's like, hey, guess what? It was all a grift. It was all for satire. It was all for clicks. And then, you know, people feel certain ways about it. But ultimately, I mean, whatever. Who knows? Who cares? This is a person who's been trying to get famous for a while, just like me. So I don't got no animosity toward him. Oh, OraCola's choice. Okay. Well, let's see. What was the question? So the question was, will the rainbow people go after this person? And we'll just ask Dick Wood, since Dick Wood is prominent in this story. Okay, here we go. Possibly. Honestly, I think some other thing's going to happen. This is going to blow over. This is what's going to happen. Josh thought he would do this for a while and get a lot of attention. And there'll be a little bump of attention. But it ain't going to be enough. It ain't going to ride itself out. He ain't going to make it into the movies. And you know that's what he's trying to do. So, sorry, hun. It's a good effort, but it's going to just be forgotten in like two weeks. I promise you, because the election's coming up. And there might be some big old earthquake somewhere. We already got some hurricanes. Like we're due a volcano in the United States. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if something blew, like not just in Hawaii, but like on the West Coast. Wouldn't it be funny if something just fucking kind of blew, like Mount Rainier just suddenly like exploded and just jizzed all over the Pacific Northwest and just caused havoc, like nobody could fly planes. It would be a whole thing. I'm not trying to will that into existence. I'm just saying we're overdue for a volcano. All right. Well, it's 9:30. It's 9:30. All these catastrophic events are being created so these victims won't have access. Well, I would not be surprised if some person took advantage of the fact that there was a disaster and maybe just didn't like get their shit rolling fast enough to make it work. You know, like they would have the actual pole in place, but maybe most people wouldn't be able to get to it, that kind of thing. I would not be surprised. But, you know, I'm very agnostic about this whole thing. I know I've told y'all many times before, they both fucking suck. They both suck. Neither one of them is good. One is not better than the other. They're both fucking bad. So, yeah. I don't know if I like this. Let me go there. Okay. Try this. It's a little better. I was feeling like there was a hump over my head. Didn't like it. Yeah. So, yeah, they both suck. And I know that you're going to have to either vote for one or the other or abstain. Here's my recommendation. Think about this. Write somebody in. Write somebody in. If you got the chance to write in a vote for president on your ballot, use it. Use it. Because honestly, let's be real, the deep state's going to figure out who wins. Like the deep state's going to go with one or the other based on the intel they get on the ground in the moment. They got two puppets in waiting. Which one are they going to deploy? This is what the question is. What you decide to do in the booth probably ain't going to matter, especially if you live in a state that's very heavily one or the other. You're probably just like, don't matter. You're pissing in the wind. So write in your candidate if you got the chance. And you can write yourself in. In fact, I might write myself in. And if you want to write me in, I'd be fine with that. I don't care. I don't necessarily want to be president, but I can sure as hell do it just as good a job as these two yahoos. For real. For real. So anyway, just that's my announcement. Go vote, but write yourself in. Patrick has a question. Is Scott Horton right that Israel can't attack Iran because Russia gave them all those hypersonic missiles and shiz? Well, maybe. Who knows? But Israel is like, here's what Israel is. If you want my honest opinion, aside from all the other things that everybody knows about Israel, Israel is the edge queen. Israel's always edging the world into some kind of horrible war. But they ain't quite getting there yet because they know they're tiny. They could be obliterated with like 2 bombs. They could be totally washed out. So they're playing the long game and they're edging the world. They're threatening a little, then they pull back, and they threaten a little, they pull back. And then in the meantime, everybody's like, keeping all their missiles greased because they don't fucking know what to expect. But guess what? You're just being played. Just being played. Y'all. This whole thing with Israel, I swear, I have many Jewish friends and I love them. Israel has nothing to do with Jews in my mind. Israel is a deep state like pawn that is using the Jewish people as a human shield for their nefarious deeds. This is what's going on. Make no mistake. Anyway, let's spin the wheel. Oh no, did I already spin it? I can't remember. Oh, I said OraCola's choice. Yeah. I remember now. I remember. Did I spin the wheel? I can't remember. Y'all tell me. I'm going to just do a tarot regardless. I feel like I need to do one. I need to do a tarot because the tarot's calling me. I need to do a tarot. Here we go. Oh, the Emperor. Yeah, so this is all very top-down kind of shit. And you would hope that the people is gonna actually not be the kind of tyrannical emperor who would launch some horrible thing into a way that we could not retract it. But here's the thing. You're gonna have to think good thoughts about the people in charge that might not be as psychotic as the others. This is a delicate situation. And you're just going to have to be like, okay, whoever's in charge, I'm sending you good juju so that you don't do the bad thing. This is what you got to do. Everybody's got to do this shit. If you're in a country with terrible dictator or you're in a country with a shadow dictator, you got to like send them some good vibes to not do the horrible thing. That's your superpower as a citizen. Just say, you know what? I know I'm powerless. I'm powerless, but I'm sending you the vibe to not do the bad thing. Whatever that means to you. Just try it out. It's better than fretting. It's better than fretting. I promise. Yeah, I didn't think I spun either, but you know what? I got called to do the tarot. And I felt like that was a necessary message that I needed to get out there. So, what are we drinking? Oh, just vodka and some lemonade and some soda. Just something easy. Because lemons are so expensive these days, y'all. Lemons are pricey. And I like to use actual lemons, but when they're like $1 a piece and they're like shriveled up little things, I'm like, oh no, oh no, I ain't paying for that. I'll go buy me some overpriced um, lemonade that says it's made with sugar, but probably ain't. And I'll just like use a splash of that with some club soda. But yeah, it is a little sugary. I'm not used to the sugar, so it's kind of like in my mouth. It's all right. Libertarian candidate Chase Oliver is on the ballot. We had dinner with him. Nice fella. Okay, I'll check it out. I don't know if I can vote for him, but I'll see. If it's a statewide ballot, sure, I can. Maybe. La, 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 la. 9:38. We got about 25 more minutes left in the show. I do have a lotto ticket. And it took me a while to find a dollar ticket to buy. Y'all, they're getting rid of the dollar tickets. Did y'all see that the Powerball or the Mega Millions is going up to $5 a ticket? That's crazy. Personally, I think it's a mistake. I think $2 is the limit. Like $2 is a stretch. It's a stretch for me when I choose to buy one when it gets real high. Like I cannot. $2 is not, and you got to put in an extra dollar if you want that extra ball. I cannot do that shit. No, I can't do that. $2 is it. Well, they're raising it to $5, which means the Powerball ain't far behind. And I swear to y'all, I'm not paying $5 for that shit. That is a bridge too far. Just like when the dollar store went to $1.25, it is a bridge too far. I have my limits. Apparently, a bunch of Europeans have been gaming American lottos. Well, this is something I've not heard of. See, it's even a bigger scandal than I thought. Exactly, Skeeter. You got to draw the line somewhere. $1.25 at the dollar store is too much. $1 was the limit. The limit. Okay, so they're just trying to like game the system. So they're playing the odds with purchasing large amounts of tickets and then collecting the prizes for those tickets, which would be a certain percentage of lower level prizes, not the big grand prize. But yeah, okay, I see. It's a numbers game. I get it. I am not rich enough to do that, and I am not getting involved with no European gangsters for my tiny slice of the pie. It ain't worth it. Just like the emotional labor when you're in a gang is too much. That's just my assessment. I ain't never been in a gang, but just being around people like coworkers, I imagine a gang is a lot like it. And you're like, oh my God, I have to have a meeting with this bullshit, or I have to like do a drop with this asshole, or I have to do a stakeout with this asshole, or I have to go like do an assassination with this asshole. Seriously? You know how your coworkers are? Can you imagine if you're like in the business of gang and shit and you got like a coworker you cannot stand, but you got an assignment that you got to do. And you know, if you fuck it up, you're going to get like murdered or something. So you got to just like do it. And you might have to do all the work. That's a sad thing. You might have to do all the fucking work. What's the good of being in a gang if you can't enjoy the spoils of being in a gang because you got some shit ass coworker with you, gang member, who ain't pulling their load? It ain't a good life. It ain't a good life. They did it to the Texas Lotto in April. Well, see, this is something new. I ain't heard of no lotto scandals. This is how the mainstream media suppresses shit. And I've been on X, but I've curated a particular kind of feed. Oh, let me tell y'all, in case you ain't done it already. I remember I told y'all maybe a week or two ago about this podcast I listened to with Dr. Jack Cruz, KRUSE. Okay, I followed him on Twixer, this old curmudgeon, and I don't even think he's that old, maybe only 60 or something. I don't know. He he's like tweeting nonstop, like more than Elon on Twixer. And if you're on Twixer, you know how much Elon's on there. He's twixing nonstop about like all kind of crazy shit. And he is just like blocking people right and left who contradict him. And he is a riot. But you know what? He takes up a lot of your feed. So if you watch that interview and was tempted to like follow him on any kind of social, I apologize because it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh my goodness. And if you didn't, well, that's fine. You know, it's still worth checking out. He's been making the rounds, which might be another CIA AI kind of thing. Wouldn't that be funny if it was a CIA AI? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. All right. Well, it is 9:43. Do y'all have any questions? If you don't, well, that's fine. Oh my God, this is driving me crazy. Maybe I can't because my hair's real frizzy tonight. I can't just like not have it on. Okay. This one's just too slippery. It's just too slippery. Okay. Are Republicans and Democrats two sides of the same coin? Of course they are. Duh. I don't even think I need to spin the wheel for this, but we'll see what comes up. Oh, Book of Revelation. You asked, the universe will answer. Okay, first we'll get 22 in the generator. 8. Chapter 8. Chapter 8. What's in chapter 8? All right. Hold up. Chapter 6, chapter 7. Here's chapter 8. Chapter 8 has 13 verses. 13 verses. And we're going to generate. Oh, come on. 11. Okay. Verse 11. Chapter 8, verse 11. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood. And many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. Yes, of course they are. Absolutely. They're the same rotten piece of meat on the same rotten, like, carcass that is our political system. And here's the thing. I have known this for a while, but I know a lot of people out there are very ignorant, not because they choose to be ignorant, but because they were just thoroughly propagandized. And it ain't their fault. You know, they had other shit to worry about. In their journey on this life, they was not worried about the outside political shit. They wasn't thinking about it. It was just something that happened. They chose a side and they stuck to it. They were just like ignorant. And they were thoroughly propagandized. So I don't blame most of them people for being ignorant of this. But yes, both sides are controlled by the same thing. See, I got two hands. Got two jazz hands here. Guess what? They're on the same body. Oh, you didn't see that part. But if I did this, you could easily think, oh, there's two separate things going on here. Because you don't actually see that they're attached to me. But guess what? They're there. They're there. They're part of the same organism. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying don't go vote because you might get some local stuff, local elections like city council, school board. Those are important. Mayor, a county clerk, all that shit. Those are the people who actually implement the man's nefarious things locally. If you get good people in there who are vigilant, hopefully they won't do that shit. So I would encourage you to actually study your local races, because those are people who are very accessible, right? They are much easier to get next to than any of them yahoos at the state level or above, right? It's a whole different world when you get to the federal government and to the Washington area and even the state. I mean, there's some representatives that are accessible, but some are not. And you gotta pick and choose wisely. I mean, if you don't feel like voting, I ain't gonna shame you into it. I mean, fuck it. It's your life. You choose to do what you want to do. I don't care if you vote or not. But I'm saying if you do vote and you want to be conscientious, study up on the local shit. As far as the crazy big races, bought and paid for, just vote for your conscience, or like I said, write yourself in or write me in. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Yep, there's a bunch of different kind of like races going on, and there's debates happening. I mean, debates can be created a certain way, as we all know. This is all theater. This is all theater that you're watching when you're watching all these podcasts and debates and interviews. I mean, honestly, you're not getting the actual down low. You're getting a facade. And if the facade is stupid, it's because it's being crafted that way, probably for some kind of reason. Think about it like that. You got to be like three-dimensional chess in it here. Oh, hey, it's good to see you, PNG. Welcome to the show. You ain't missed much, just me going on about politics and crap. You know. Goog, should I delete my Facebook account right now? Well, that's up to you. I say you've already put it out there, so they already got the data. Even if you decide to download it all, a crystal, and then totally scrub it, they still got your shit, yo. They still got your shit. It's really just a matter of whether or not you want to keep up with it anymore. That's what it means. And chances are your shit's not going to come to nothing. They're just going to have it on some server. And if, you get investigated for some reason, they might pull it up. But honestly, it's just there. It's just going to be feeding the AI. That's probably what it's actually doing, is just feeding the AI. So it's just going over all your stuff and analyzing the way you structure sentences and the vocabulary you use and all of them things, the pictures you post, all of that shit. So here's a crystal that you can consult when you decide if you want to continue with it or not. Oh, here it is. Golden Healer Quartz. Open the door. Yeah, maybe open the door to a life without it, or maybe open the door to getting into it. Maybe start hacking the Facebook. Have you considered this option? You can hack things. I think it's possible. I don't know. You decide. You decide if it's time to end the Facebook, do it. Just do it and don't go back. Nobody's probably going to miss you. I hardly use it anymore, honestly, myself. I have way cut down on a lot of my social media just because it is an echo chamber of weird algorithm. And I don't resonate with most of it. It's strange. It's strange how it's trying to pin me down. And like sometimes it gets it right, but a lot of times it gets it way wrong. And I'm trying to be like, why? Why is it getting it so wrong? Well, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's working on it. It's fucking working on it. And the more I'm on there, the more it's getting ammo to work with on me. If you know what I mean. Okay, we got a general reading for PNG. All right, let's check it out. Litorical. Ooh, a literary option. We had one earlier. It was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And if you missed that one, well, you might want to go back and look at it because it was actually funny. It was funny. Oh, yeah, but it is good for keeping in touch with folks. I guess if you just use it purely as a portal for pictures and greetings, that's great. But when you start like getting into other people's political shit or their weird, vague booking about their weird disability that nobody knew about until now, like this is when it gets toxic. Seriously. All right. Rhetorical for PNG. Oh, we got Jane Austen. So you get to read any Jane Austen book. Seriously. This is the way it goes. Um Pride and Prejudice, but also there's so many good ones. I did read some good Jane Austen novels that were not the most popular, well-known ones, and they were still just as good. So maybe pick one that you have not actually read. And if you haven't read it in a while, read it again. Give it another whirl. Maybe pick one that has autumn vibes. Yeah. Uh yeah. See what there is. I remember enjoying Jane Austen books, not because I resonated with being rich, but because it was a total fantasy. Even though it was kind of based in real life, it was so foreign to my life. It was almost like reading Lord of the Rings. Like them people might as well have been orcs and fairies to me. Like I don't resonate with none of that shit, but they had fun little tete-a-tetes and fun little like romances, and it was fun to read about. Yeah, they are funny. I remember laughing at some of the things, just the way the things were described, and maybe even some of the illustrations. Because I don't remember. I seem to remember some illustrations, just simple line drawings, with the books and for depicting a few scenes, and it would always be the most awkward thing, right? Yes. So get into some Jane Austen. Get back into some old time literature. You might remember some words that you forgot. We talked about vocabulary earlier in the show. You might be good to read some of them old timey books so you can like get back in the vocabulary swing of things because whoo, this whole thing with the whole pick me's and all that, we have lost it, y'all. We have fucking lost it. Terrible. Yeah, the movies are good, but I think you should read. The Liturgical is about reading, and reading is an actual, like, concrete skill. You don't have to sit back and just glaze over and let that blue light screen, like, get into you and cause you the cancer, according to this one doctor. No, the book, especially if you take it outside in the sunlight and read it, then you get all the good vibes from the sunlight, plus you get the good actual brain stimulation from reading the words on the page and then forming the imagination of what it was in your head. Like it's like an exercise. You don't get shown the video, you make the video in your brain. This is the way it was meant to be, y'all. Uh, I know. I'm on video right now, and I know I'm being a hypocrite, but it's the truth. It's the fucking truth. We were supposed to imagine shit. We weren't supposed to be fed a diet of cereal and chips of someone else's imagination. Because all that shit is processed and distilled. Just like you got processed food that's bad for you, you got processed entertainment. Processed entertainment is entertainment that just kind of numbs you out. Guess what the best entertainment is? The one that comes from your own fucking head. And that's why they don't want people to be able to be by themselves. That's why every kid has got some kind of like earbud in their ear 24/7. They cannot be like left alone with their own thoughts because oh my god, they might actually imagine something cool. For real, y'all. For fucking real. Sorry I went on a rant. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy your Jane Austen. Uh it'll be good. It's good. Does anyone else have a question? It's 9:56. I'll be here for maybe like 5 or 6 more minutes. I was a couple of minutes late. Should I do more tea? Oh, maybe I should do some tea. I know I got some. No, I'm going to save the tea. I'm going to save the tea. I feel like I need to save the tea. I was feeling like there's tea to be said, and I want to see if this tea brews some more, if you know what I mean. There might be some more brewing that this tea needs to have. Oh no, I did some tea earlier. But still, I feel like this one needs to brew. Just hold tight. Can we have good vibes for our pup beach? Oh, yes, you can. Of course you can. Let's see what kind of good vibes. Oh, I'll draw a witch card. I'll do this one. I'm just going to do a witch card because you might need to pray to a particular witch for this surgery to go well. Here we go. Oh, we got Frau Hulda. Okay, I don't know if we've ever gotten this one before. It's a woman on a horse, which is nice. Let me read the book because I'm very unfamiliar with this particular witch. I have to tell y'all, this is a new one. Frau. Oh, wait. Here it is. Frau Hulda's rampages across the night sky were so legendary they endured even when those who disliked her attempted to erase them from memory. The struggle to be accepted for who we are, even by ourselves, is neither short nor easy, but Hulda brings the promise of freedom and happiness for those who persist. Okay, so she's a Germanic one. She has a connection to the underworld. She's like kind of a wild woman, basically. So yeah, it's gonna go fine. The inner beast in your pup is gonna fight. It's a fighter. And you got that whole wild woman energy like above, just like going, "Roar!" Just do it. So it's gonna go well. I feel it. And if it don't, well, you know what? Frau Hulda's gonna take him across the rainbow bridge. There's the other interpretation. I would have to look more into this goddess witch mythology. This one's new to me. Anyway, good luck. I really do hope it goes well. I really do. All right, y'all. I don't know how many of y'all have stuck around, but we had a few at the beginning. I don't think I missed any questions. I think I got all the questions. And yeah, I did. Okay, well, guess what, y'all? It's time for the lottery. Yep, I did find me a dollar scratch off. It took me weeks. I tried several places. Nobody had one for less than $3. I finally found a dollar scratch off. It's pink, it's sparkly. Hopefully, it's a winner. So let's manifest this. It's a pretty simple one. It's just like scratch off your numbers and then scratch off the winning number. Kind of bullshit. That's pretty typical. Oh, wait. I don't want to scratch that. Let's see. Ooh, we got a 5,000. That's nice. I would love to get $5,000 because I did have to spend a lot of money on my bike. And now I'm thinking if I had 5,000, I could get them contacts next week, y'all. Or at least however long it took me to get down to the lotto office. I think you got to go to the actual office if you get a big old jackpot like that. So it might take me a couple days to get down there, but here we go. We'll see. Okay, so well, we definitely won $2 because we got a hit symbol and $2. But that $5,000 still has a number. And I don't know if the winning number is gonna match any of these numbers, but we did win something. Something. Let's see, y'all. All right. Well, no, we did not win the 5,000, but we won the $2, y'all. This is good because I found more options for $2 tickets than $1 tickets. So yes, we did win $2. Good for us. And yeah, I ain't complaining, y'all. I ain't complaining. Well, it has been a fun evening with y'all. It's always fun here at the OraCola. I'm so glad y'all came and hung out with me here in the live chat. Remember, tell your friends, have them join you next time. Show them the replay. There's always the replay, right? You can even like tell them to go to a certain like part of the replay. If you know there's a part that they want to see, they don't have to watch the whole damn thing. Just get them to watch a part. We just reel them in slowly like that. And then, yeah, if you ain't liked the show or made a comment in the comments on the actual stream, do it. It helps. It's always helpful. Anyway, I love y'all so much, and I hope y'all have a wonderful middle October. I hope the October surprises coming y'all's way are good surprises. That's all we can hope for, right? Manifest the good surprises, not the shitty ones. All right, I'll see y'all next week. I love y'all.